My name is Mark Kevin Reyes. You can call me Mark for short. I'm a sugar artist and a sugar craft instructor based here in Manila, Philippines. And I love making things sweet and in style. And if it's your first time here in my channel, this is where I do anything and everything creative. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And of course, for today, this is the second video, the second series of my class that I'm putting here on YouTube, which is all about the creation of the Ikebana style floral arrangement cake. I know the name is too long, but trust me, it's gonna be super fun. So for today, again, this is the second video. If it's your first time here, I suggest you do check the previous video so you can go to my channel and check the video that I posted way before this one. Okay, so for today, we're going to create BANABA flowers or Lagerstroemia. It is also called as the Pride of India. And it's very common here in the Philippines. It's a medicinal small tree. And the flowers, it's so amazing. So, without further ado, let's start. Hey guys, so for today, we're going to make BANABA flowers, or it's also known as the Pride of India. So, it's a violet flower in a member of the Lagerstroemia family. So, if you want to locate the specific plant, I'll put the scientific name on the description box below. So it's one of the plants that has a it's a small tree that has a very beautiful florals, and it actually has a lot of medicinal uses. So we're gonna create that. I'm using Maco paste, so I'll get a very tiny amount first. So for those of you who are asking about the flavor, actually you can add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. You mix it with the wet ingredients, and as it boils, it will actually be combined with the wet ingredients. And as you pour it to your dry ingredients rather, it will actually add flavor. And then also, I recommend that you use flavoring. So I do use clear flavoring, which is vanilla flavor, just to add more flavor and taste to the paste. Also, you have to take note that when you add sugar, the consistency might change a little bit. So you may want to add Tylose powder. Just knead it with your paste, just how you do with fondant when you're creating figures. So as you see, I made and rolled out the paste. It's not too thin, just enough. Okay, see that? Because later on, we will manipulate the shape of the petals. So I'm using a rose petal cutter. The specific size, actually this is the smallest rose petal cutter. The size is 2 cm by 2.5 cm. Okay, so you need to cut 6 pieces of this one. So per flower, it has 6 pieces of petals. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna show you. So we have 6 pieces. Put the others first inside. We will work on with the first petal. Okay, so I'm using here a Tupperware, disposable Tupperware, so it won't dry out. And then I'm using wire number 24. So what you want to do basically is just insert the wire until here in the very middle, so I have a guide. Okay, so this is the technique without using much tools. Okay, but there's a lot of other techniques that you can learn, but this is, for me, is one of the easiest. And then after that, I'm just going to dab in some cornstarch on my working space and also on the paste. And now, I'm just going to flat it with my fingers. Okay, just the sides to make it thinner. Okay, if you do have a ball tool, you can also use a ball tool, and then you can use what do you call that? The foam pad to actually thin it out. But the reason why I'm showing you this, so that for those who don't have complete material set, you can do this technique. Okay, so you see that it's already thin. And then now we're going to use this multi-veiner. Okay, so put it there and then press. Okay, and then after that, you just pinch to add some movements. See that? And then you let this dry. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to show you later how to color. So this is the series of creating florals and leaves all in white, and then we will color in airbrush. Because I also want to share with you techniques on how you can easily color flowers in airbrush. Okay, you see that? So you need to create 6 pieces of these. Once it's dry, we'll assemble. So we need to let this dry for about 15 to 30 minutes just to be sure, and then later we'll color. Hi guys, okay, so now while our petals are actually drying up, I'm gonna show you how I dry it. So basically, since we inserted the wire almost half of the paste, so it's just standing here on the styrofoam. Okay, just like that. So that's another technique that you can do. Okay, so now we're gonna make the center of the flowers of the banaba. So basically what I have here, this is thread that I placed on a bottle with a lot of my other tools. Okay, so it won't move that much. And I have here a thinner wire, which is wire number 28. You can also use 30. The reason why I will be using a thinner wire for the center, because later I'll explain why. Okay, so you need to position your hands like this. This technique I also shared on my other videos last year, okay, also on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out, like the peony flower video and also the rose wild open rose video. You can check that up. Okay, so first you hold the thread and position your fingers like that, and then you just need to wind it up. Okay, there's no specific numbers. As long as you can see that it's already thick, that's good to go. But if you're very OC with numbers, at about 200 rolls or rounds is okay. Okay, so I'm just rounding it up randomly. So, yeah, just twist, 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 twist. Okay, so there's a very reason why I put my thumb in the middle of the two fingers, because as you see, as I go around, it's getting tighter. Okay, so this is what will happen. I'll show you now in a few minutes. Okay, so now we do have to cut it off. Okay, and then remove your thumb, and what we'll have is something like that with a space in the middle. So that is where I'll insert my wire. Okay, and poke through, get it out. Okay, just like that. Take it out. So with just one loop, you create two sets of centers. Okay, so you see that? Just twist it up, and then just the opposite side again, insert and pull, and then basically just twist. It's easier to twist and handle a thinner wire. Okay, just like that. And then after this, I'll cut this in the middle. Okay, just like that. So you have two pieces already of the center. But we're not yet done. So we'll be getting wire number 24, same as the one we used for the petal. So this is color white, this is thicker, and of course it's harder. So what I'm going to do now, I will get a small amount of my paste, very little. Okay, just like that. And then you need to measure at least 1 inch. So 1 inch is 1 thumb, okay? Just like that. So I will put my paste here, and then after that I press to lock it on place. Make sure that the other part is a little bit pointed. Okay, just like that. So see that? And then after that, I will put this tassel-like pollens just a little bit higher, just like that. Okay, as you see, it's not the same level. It's a little bit higher. Okay. Then after that, you need to close. Just like that. Put it in the middle, of course. It's in the middle. You see that? And then we'll get our floral tape. So for the floral tape, we'll be using color green. So always remember to stretch to activate the adhesive or the glue on the floral tape. So this time we'll wrap. Okay. So put it here at this level. Twist, pinch, twist, pinch, twist, and pinch. Okay, until you feel that it's already secure, and then twist going down. And then we cut. So this is now the center of our banaba flower. Just tickle it a little bit. You see that? It's also in white because, again, this is the series of making flowers and leaves in white and coloring it in airbrush, okay? So this one is the center. See that? So later on, we'll assemble and I'll show you how to create the buds. Guys, okay, so while the petals are drying and also the center, I will share with you now how to create the buds of the banaba flower. So for this, I'm using wire number 24 and it's color green. So I do have here small paste also of Maco paste. You can also use gum paste or sugar paste. It actually works the same. This one just can handle more humidity. Okay, so I'll also share with you how to create the pollinated fruit. That's why we have a different wire. So for the two buds, basically you need to create a loop at the end, just like that. You can use a long nose, a pliers, or also end of a scissor for you to create this. Okay, so to start off, we have a small paste around 1 centimeter, and we need to have another one which is around 1.5 centimeter, just a little larger than that. Okay, so just smoothen it out on your palm first, okay, until you get a smooth ball. Then after that, insert, and then you can actually add some cornstarch, okay, and then pinch just to lock it on place. Okay, and this is what you'll have. See that it's pretty. After that, what you need to do is you can use a knife or a knife tool, but since I'm sharing with you minimal tools that you can use in creating florals, we're gonna use the end blade of the scissors. Okay, so this is how you do it. You just have to be careful when you're handling scissors. Okay, so starting from the bottom, gently bend going up. Okay, see that? So you have a very nice rib. Okay, that's what we want. I'll zoom in closely so you can see more. Okay, starting from the bottom, I twist going up, up, up. See that? So you have those beautiful ribbings, okay, or ribs of the bud. Okay. Okay, so this is done. See that? Hope you can see it well. So later on, all these ribs will actually pop out when we add some colors using the airbrush, okay? So again, smoothen it out on your fingers, insert, and we lock on place. Press, press, press. Okay, after that, you just need to, again, create some ribbings, okay, or lines. Starting from the bottom, going up, starting from the bottom, going up, okay? So you have something like so. And then for the pollinated fruit, this one is different because it's just smooth, okay? So 1 centimeter size ball, just like that, okay? So just insert it, and then make sure that a very small amount of the wire will actually pop out, just like that, okay? Just like so. And then you hold it here and you lock it on place. Okay. So this is how it should look like. And then after that, we will create the one at the bottom, which are the sepals. Okay. So for you to create the sepals without using an additional cutter, you need to have a small ball like this. And then get your just a little cornstarch. Okay. Make it a teardrop, and then we cut. Okay, so using your scissors, just cut. So you have 1 cut, 2, 3. You see that? And then 4, and then 5. So we have 6 cuts all in all. Okay, and then after that, add some cornstarch again. Flat it with your fingers. Okay, just like so. See that? I'm just flattening it with my fingers, and then insert it underneath. Okay, just like so. Make sure that you twist this part so that it's gonna be cohesive later on when we add color. Okay, so you can create a lot of this or even just one, so that when we cluster it up with the flower, there is stages of growth. Okay, small bud, a little bit bigger bud, and then the pollinated fruit. Okay, so let this dry, and then later I'll show you how to assemble and color the flowers. Hi guys, okay, so now since our petals are dry, you see that it's a little bit hard, but it's not that hard because we used Maco paste, meaning it holds its shape but you can still like form or bend it. Okay, so now I want to share you how I arrange the florals, and then as you see, it's all white because this is actually part of our series wherein we create flowers and color them on airbrush. Okay, so first I'll get a very small amount of my, or a short amount of my floral tape. Always stretch to activate the stickiness or the adhesive. So you hold your center like this, okay, and then get one petal. You hold it here and you bend a little bit and then put it on place, okay, just like so at that level. And then we put our floral wire like that, and then you wrap it as if you're just wrapping with a rod, okay, it's like that. So you have one. So just continue on bending and then inserting at the same level as you see there. Okay. Actually, if you can do multiple petals that you can bend at a time, that's better. Then get. Normally, Banaba flowers or Lagerstroemia has 6 petals, but sometimes they have 7, but normally it's 6. Okay. You see that it's already forming and it's very pretty. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, and then after that we start twisting and covering the entire stems. Okay, just like that, and then you get another one so that we can cover it entirely. Okay, so here, cover it again so that it's gonna look cohesive. So this is our Lagerstroemia blooms without the color yet. So I'll show you how I easily color it using an airbrush in a short while. So now we're going to assemble the buds. Okay, so for the buds, same technique. You have to cover it first with floral tape, stretch. Okay, so start from the middle, twist and pinch, and then slide, and then twist. Okay, cut the excess. Okay, and then we will color this all together in a short while. Just like that. Cut. Okay, and then twist. Cover, cut. Okay, now we are done. Okay, so now we're just going to assemble the three together. Get a floral wire again. So start off with the smaller one, position it on place like so. Cover, pinch, twist, pinch, twist, pinch, and twist. Gently go down and twist. Insert the pollinated fruit. Okay, and then twist. Okay, and then cut off the excess. So this is what we have. See that? So you can bend it a little. Just like so. Okay. So this one we can attach together with the flower, and then we're going to color it, which is the most exciting part. Okay. Hi guys. Okay, so now we are going to color our Banaba flowers or Lagerstroemia or the pride of India in using airbrush. So as you see here, this is my airbrush. So I'll turn it off because it's a little bit noisy. So yep, this is the pin. This is where we put the colors. And then of course, every time before you use it and after you use it, you need to clean it. So later I'll show you how. So for today, we're using claret. This is from Sugar Flare, and then a spray bottle. This is basically where I just mix my colors. And then of course, we have here gin or vodka. So we use alcohol because it dries faster, okay? Because if you use water, it will dry a little bit longer, but it's okay also. But I recommend that if you're using airbrush and you don't have airbrush colors, it's better to dilute or melt your gel colors in gin or vodka, okay? So this is the compressor. This is where the air comes out. This is the one that pumps the air for the airbrush. Okay, so we'll turn it on. Okay, and then I'll just get very little amount of claret. Okay, because this is like a red-violet tone. I'll just put it. The reason why I love using spray bottles because you can shake it very well so that the pigments are well mixed. Okay, and at the same time, if you don't have an airbrush with you, you can also use the spray bottle to actually add colors to your flowers if you're in a hurry. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some gin or vodka inside my container, very little. Okay, that's enough. Because if you add too much, sometimes the color will be lighter. Okay, so just shake it well. Make sure that everything is dissolved. Okay, so just shake, shake, shake it. And here you can see if the gel color is already melted, so you can move it around. And that's why I have a bottle here. This is an empty gin bottle. So what I do, this is where I place my pin so that it's not, it has something to hold on to, okay? It's like a stand that works well for me, which is DIY. Okay, so just shake it. Okay, this is good and okay. So I'm going to pour in some colors inside my airbrush. Okay, put this aside. Pour some colors. Okay, and then we test it out. Okay, so looks good. It's a very nice shade that we want. Okay, it's like red violet. So we'll get our flowers. So start off with one flower. Okay, so I'm just gonna position the petals well. Okay, so this is how I color it using an airbrush. So first, spray from afar. Okay, and then gently go onto the flower. Okay, see that? And also spray underneath. Okay, it's better for you to spray it outside first before you go onto the flower, so that you have more control and you won't get the unnecessary splatters, okay? And then as you see, for us to highlight the veinings, what I do, I come closer to the petal. So if you spray it from afar, you'll get a very smooth effect. But if it has some deep veinings like this one, if you want to emphasize it, what I do is I go closer. Okay, see that? If I go closer, it's gonna be darker, but the veinings are more emphasized, which is what I want. See that? And then, yes, it's gonna be shiny, but once this is dry, it will look matte. Okay, so you have to let this dry. And then when you're using airbrush, make sure that other parts are colored also. Okay, so that it's gonna be cohesive. So there you have it. We have one. Awesome. Okay. So after that, this is how you clean your airbrush, because we need to color the stamens in the center first, but we need to use pure red. So what I'll do, I will pour out the remaining color inside. Just like that. And then you have to clean your airbrush. So when you're cleaning your airbrush, what you need to do is, you need to pour in water. Okay, one moment. Okay, so this is how we do it. So you pour in water from the inside. Okay, and then hold the tip until it bubbles. So press it here and then pour out. You do the same process until the water is clear. Okay, so I only use water to clean my airbrush. Normally, around 5 times of doing this repeatedly, you clean the nozzle. Okay, so when you pour it out and you try to spray it, you see it's very clean. There's no more pigments. Okay, so therefore you can use another color, in which this time we'll be using red. Okay, so this is red. Just gonna pour it in very little. Okay, move our water from the side. So this is the center of our flower. So just gonna tickle a little bit the tassels. Okay, so now we're going to color it. So if you are aiming to color just the tassels, you do it on a slanting motion like this. Okay, so I'm gonna show you so that you don't color the entire flower. Okay, you see that? You see the difference? Okay, so there you have it. This is our very pretty Lagerstroemia or BANABA flower. So you have to let this dry, and then for the buds, we're going to color it also. Same technique in a few minutes, okay? Okay, so now I'll show you how to color the bud and the pollinated fruit of the BANABA flower. So what I have here is green, and then I also have dark. This is black, okay? So first, what you need to do is start off with a lighter color. So we'll start off with green. Okay, I pour it in, and then I'm just gonna spray it all over. because this is gonna be the undertone color, okay? See that? And then after that, I will shift to the purple. So if you're using airbrush, it's better for you to start with the lighter colors, just like how you color with ordinary technique. Lighter colors and then gently go darker. So this is the purple again. So just spray little bits of purple just on top. Okay. So there you see the ribbings are more highlighted because of the fusion of two colors. Okay. So see that? So now I will change into black for the pollinated fruit. Okay. So I'm just gonna add some black here. Sometimes if you want to mix colors, what you do is, so there's still a little bit of purple, hold it, let it bubble like that, and it's gonna be a mixture of two colors. Okay. So I'm just gonna move this a little bit downwards, and I'm gonna color it all in black. Okay. So yes, it's a little bit shiny, but once it dries, it's gonna look matte. Okay, so this is our Lagerstroemia or BANABA. This is the pollinated fruit, and then this is our buds. You see that? It's very pretty. And then once you're done, always remember to clean your airbrush, just like how I shared with you earlier. So what you do is you pour water inside, cover the nozzle, press, let it bubble, pour out. Okay. Do this around 5 times, and then after that, it's okay. Okay.